Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna be kind of quick because my daughter said she wanted chicken, and I made the chicken she wanted, but then she decided she didn't want it. So now I have to eat something I didn't want because I don't like wasting my food. So yeah, it's she doing too much. That's Leo's for you, okay? But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the weekly reading. It's gonna be from the 24th. Why does my desk look like this? That was weird. It's going to be from the 24th through the 30th. So we're going to see what's going on with that. A song called Insanity by Alexis. Jasmine Alexis came on. And basically the vibe I'm getting is that some of you may have somebody that's really craving you or wanting you right now. I don't know if this is somebody new because it's kind of giving me the vibe that someone's like so attached to you, so that could actually be somebody you already know. But at the end of the day, this person really wants you right now. So that's kind of what I got from that song. It's kind of like their mood changes. Maybe someone's trying to come to the realization on how they feel about you, Capricorn, this week. Maybe it just keeps getting heightened. So that's kind of another thing that came out the song. But we're gonna just jump into it. Hey, Aisha. So we're going to do 3 oracle cards. So one's going to be ancestor messages. The other 2 are just going to be general. And then we'll get into the tarot. So like I said, I'm not going to be on here all night. Only because my daughter made me make something she don't want to eat. So now I have to eat it. And yeah, I literally just got home like maybe 30 minutes ago. All right, y'all. So we're going to see what's going on. So when it comes to Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know for this week? What are some situations or things that they need to know? What is their ancestor? Ooh, that came out quick. So awaken your inner shaman. So connect, invoke, and heal. So for those of you watching this is basically just saying to continue doing what you've been doing. Healing's always going to be a constant. It's something that is never going to change. You're never going to get to a point where it's complete, where you do not have to heal. I think you just get to a point where you have to continue to manage and maintain what you've learned during your spiritual journey. So this week, I feel like a lot of you may be doing more of the healing. So there could be, just meditation times or just time, quiet times, or things that you want to do for yourself, connecting with something that drives you, because I'm getting fire here as well. But some of you really need to connect more because there's so much more that you have to do. And I feel like this is also about your life purpose as well. So just keep that in mind for this week. But we already know shaman, so that's a healer. Some of you could be healing other people too, which of course I feel like Capricorns, we have the best of both worlds. So we know the dark side, we know the light side. So it kind of works out. We know when to utilize one over the other. So that's really what I'm seeing here. You guys are going to be definitely connecting. And this could also be connecting with other people to heal them. So maybe there's a learning lesson that they're giving to you and you're giving to them. So take that for what you need. Also, it says notice the signs. So investigate symbols and nature spirits. So yes, it's hot as hell outside, but maybe this is a reminder just to step outside, get some of that sunshine. I live in apartments, so I'm not about to put my feet in the grass, even though I would love to do that, but they got too many dogs shitting and stuff over here, so we're not gonna do that. But for those of you who can, I feel like that's another thing. It's something about being grounded and just feeling the sun. And I just got a thing in my head that it's not always going to be here, so that's kind of weird. So the sun's not always going to be here, which of course we already know that. At least that's what they taught us in school, but that's a whole nother story. Hey Red Violet, hey Yvette. I'm rambling right now, so bear with me, y'all. I think that's the hunger talking. We also have focus on children, so pregnancy, birth, and adoption. So maybe some of you might be getting pregnant this week. If you're not pregnant and you already have children, this is just connecting more with your child. I'm getting the sense that maybe you're picking up some things from your child. So maybe your child's the one that needs your attention or wants you around. So just keep that in mind. I know during the summertime, if you're anything like me, it is hard to really spend time with your children because you still have to work. So just when you are around, Give them some love. Let them know you're there. That's kind of what I'm getting with this situation. Yes, red violet. So that's just for ancestor messages, just more on a spiritual level. Let's see what else Capricorn needs to know for this week. Oops. What else does Capricorn need to know for the week? All right, so I'm going to get one card from this deck and another card from the other. For some of you, you're going to find out that you're indigenous this week as well. That's what I'm getting by this picture. You may have had some information that it was a possibility, but maybe this week you're going to get some information or more information about it. Something about connecting with your ancestry. Yes, working from home, especially like if you can work every day, then great. I only get to choose, technically I can choose 2 days, but you know, we got to make sure we still get our work done, and I don't feel like being micromanaged. But anyway, working from home, especially on Monday, like not having to wake up early on Monday and your week starting on a Tuesday, and so you only have 4 days, it's the best feeling in the world. All right, so look at what I just say, y'all. What does that say? Healing. I literally just talked about that. See, look, I do this. I'm the real deal, okay? I'm the real deal. But anyway, y'all. So again, this is giving me more feminine energy as well. So I feel like a lot of you are nurturing yourself, especially at this time. I know y'all all don't look like this. So of course, y'all know I be trying to get the diverse stuff going on, but I know a lot of y'all don't look like this, but I'm just reading too deep into the card. So this week, I really feel like there's a lot about healing, a lot surrounding healing. So when we get to the tarot portion, we'll see what that's all about. But definitely, I am getting that you guys are holding something close to you. This could also be someone else that's possibly holding something important or something that they want to say towards you, to their heart, close to their heart. It's something that they're trying to protect. So this could also be someone trying to protect their words, or something that they want to tell you that they're trying to protect, or they don't know how. So definitely this week, be on the lookout for anything, someone trying to come at you, hearing from people that you haven't heard from in a while, and really just listen to people. I feel like they're going to tell you without actually telling you, because they may not be ready to speak on it just yet, but that's definitely what I'm getting here. This is also giving me gender reveal for some reason. So I don't know why that's centering a lot around like possible pregnancy, but this is giving me gender reveal with the blue and the pink. Someone, and this is a sad part, but somebody might be actually losing a child, and maybe they're just going to cherish the time that they had with this child. I don't know if they give the body, or, you know, I don't know how that works, but that's kind of giving me this vibe as well. Damn, that one's kind of sad. At the bottom, we have sensuality. So again, there's a lot about connection. I said that earlier as well. Someone craving you. You already know sensuality. Someone's really wanting you right now, or they find you very gorgeous, beautiful. They just want a piece of you. And I know that sounds bad because it's like you're a piece of meat. But yeah. Sorry, my curls are falling out. Not my hair, but my curls. Some of you could also be a tease as well. I don't know why this person kind of looks like Nicki Minaj a little bit. If you look like, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. It looks like Nicki Minaj for some reason. Just some of the features, not all of it. But anyways, I do feel like a lot of you are feeling sexy, or someone might think you're sexy and they just want, you know, to come over. No pun intended. And we have rescue. So that goes back to what I was saying too about rescuing or saving somebody, I said. So maybe someone's coming to you for some type of healing, Capricorn. So thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Because this actually looks like somebody that is trying to find their way again. you know, kind of like that darkness I was telling you about. Someone that feels like they're, you know, needing something. So this could even be a friend. Maybe somebody's reaching out to you, Capricorn, this week for you to save them from something, or someone needs help with something. It actually looks like a masculine hand as well. So maybe there's some type of masculine that's trying to, take you off the market. So they're not rescuing you from that, but that's kind of what I'm getting with this. I don't know. Someone feels like they need to help you, or they may be trying to make you think that you need them in their life. So someone could be trying to pitch an idea or pitch something to where you're giving them a chance on something. For whatever reason, I feel like this person wants to be hidden. And I'm getting asked for money, so I don't know if someone's going to ask you for money. Y'all know we don't really do that over here unless we feel like it. But I'm not giving up no damn bands. That's for sure. Maybe a little chump change, but I know no bands. Let's see what the last one is, and then we'll move to the tarot. I'm going to probably do like 3 rows. So I'm going to do one for the ancestor message and then one for each of these cards. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know this week? But yeah, I am getting someone's trying to convince you that you need them. Hey, Jennifer. I actually, when I do my lives, I don't do the readings like that. Just because it takes away from, you know, all the other stuff. But y'all know I never solicit for donations or anything. I don't solicit. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know? What else does Capricorn need to know? What else does Capricorn need to know? Yes, this is a Capricorn weekly. I do them every week, usually on Tuesday. Dang, she done retracted the message. I mean, y'all know, I'm sorry to stop, but I don't ask y'all to give me anything, okay? So if you guys send a message, I really appreciate it, but it's a donation. I am open for personal readings. I haven't really been doing any or promoting it. I know I don't promote myself a lot, but that works for me. And hello, Yolanda. All right, what else is Capricorn? So if you guys are going to donate, just donate from your heart. I'm not going to do a reading on the live. And my readings cost a little bit more than that as well, just because I've learned over the years, I'm giving up my energy to do the readings. But no hate. I'm just telling you like it is. All right. What else does Capricorn need to know? Damn, I feel bad now. No. It's not your fault. Maybe I should put that in there. But, all right. What else does Capricorn need to know? Oop. This one tried to pop out. We have stuck. I'm not going to take this one, but it did try to pop out. I don't know if someone feels stuck with you. And not in a bad way. It's kind of like they're trying to move on and explore their options. And this could be you guys as well. So just take it for what you feel. But there's somebody that just feels stuck. It's like they keep coming back, or it keeps coming back around to that. Oops. All right. Ooh. Okay, you got a couple, so I'm just trying to get one. I could have sworn I just saw like Ace of Cups looking thing. What else is Capricorn need? This one keeps coming out, y'all. So this must have some meaning. Look at that. Ascension tension. How many times have you seen this one come out during our weekly reads? What in the world? We're about to read this because this keeps coming back. Coming out. And I kept saying, I said come back. I meant to say come out. So ascension is you growing and growth. And it's going to be a struggle at times. It's not meant to be pleasant or beautiful all the time, but it's a learning lesson. So it's kind of like sometimes you might have to go through a lot of different things in order to get to the place where you feel the best. Look, it almost pointed right there. Okay, so ascension tension, the element is air. So growing pains, imposter syndrome. So that's somebody that feels like they're not good enough or that they're living a different life, that they shouldn't be living a life or something. Y'all can look it up. I'm probably not doing verbatim. Yeah, it's something about growth. So as we rise to our highest potential, we get elevation sickness. This card means that you may be feeling discomfort in success. Dang. Not Capricorn. You're getting backlash for no longer performing old roles, and it's making you question if you're on the right path. You are. When you look back at what you've left at the bottom of the climb of your life, you risk falling, keep rising. They have too many periods. So basically, this is about not changing yourself. Hey, Trap Flavor. So this probably comes out because for some of you, if you're in a work situation and you stop doing all the work that they're used to you doing, they're probably taking notice of that, and they're wondering like, oh, why don't you want to do it anymore? Why are you saying this? Because you're realizing that putting in more work doesn't mean you're going to get more, higher pay or better treatment. You're still going to be asked to do the same job and more. So a lot of you are just continuing to climb and ascend, and that's a bad thing for people who want to continue to use you. So when you guys are actually doing what you need to do, if you do look down, like this person, if they look down, they're going to not see what's above them or how to get up there, and they could distract themselves. So this is something about distractions. Once you get to like a point of healing, you start noticing, okay, this is what I need to stay away from. This is who I need to stay from. This is how I'm going to be at peace. And that's pretty much how you live your life. So this is actually a positive card, and it does have that air. Of course, air kind of teeters back and forth. So I think that some of you might wonder or question, am I doing the right thing? I think you've come to terms that maybe people aren't going to come out and always tell you, hey, you're beautiful or you're doing a great job. A lot of you have learned to tell yourself that because you can't rely on other people. So that's actually a good card to come out. I haven't even got to the tarot yet. At the bottom, we have rest. So per usual, you guys are really focusing on yourself. And I can't remember which reading it was that said that this, I don't know if it was this year or whatever month I did it in, you guys are going to be focusing on yourself. So this is about cutting all distractions. If you guys want to relax, put do not disturb on, chill, watch a TV show, do that. And a lot of times what you find to be peaceful is not going to be what other people's peace is. So don't let people try to force you to come out your shell or do something because they think that that'll make you happy. Sometimes relaxing, doing a bubble bath, I can't fit in my tub. So one day when I get a house and I have like a garden tub, then I might sit my ass up in there. But for right now, laying in my bed, watching like YouTube documentaries and eating my pistachios, like that's something for me that I find peaceful. I don't have to be out in the streets. So that's what I see here. So a lot of you do not make yourself so available. Don't know why that popped out, but yeah, don't make yourself available to others. Relax, chill, and just go with the vibe. And we have choose love underneath that too. So that could be choosing yourself, or choose wisely when it comes to love as well. And look, seek guidance. This comes out a lot with Capricorn as well. I think sometimes, and that kind of makes sense with the imposter syndrome. I think sometimes as Capricorns, we're constantly looking for, and not constantly, I'm not saying you guys are begging for attention or for people to say, hey, great job. You kind of just want people to leave you alone, but you also want them to notice like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like, do you see? Because the thing is with Capricorns, if we're doing for you and we're helping, that means that you hold the place in our heart. If we don't, we will be cold as hell. We will cut you off. We won't talk to you ever again. And even then, sometimes if you are able to even come back into our lives, it's because we allowed you to, or I just lost the point. We allowed you to come back in, or when you come back in, you're not going to get treated the same because now we see you and we know how to move with you. So don't ever underestimate a Capricorn. And we do stuff a lot in private, so you'll never know unless they tell you if a Capricorn is actually doing inventory on their life. And I feel like this is what this is. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do therapy, because you know some people are not ready for that, or it's not something that they want to do. But therapy can be anything from going to get a pedicure, going out to eat, trying a new place to eat, relaxing at home, taking a nap for like 5 hours, cleaning your place. So there's a lot of different versions of therapy. Don't let anyone categorize or tell you how it should look like. So that's kind of how I feel. Hey, Alaska. Is it Malia? Is it dark over there right now? So this is a positive read for this week. And I'm getting the feeling that, because y'all know, I think, was it the strawberry moon? I don't know about all that stuff. I just heard it. Maybe it's a positive thing because it was in Capricorn, but maybe it's a positive thing for us at this time because we're actually doing for ourselves, and that's very hard because we're always looking out for everybody else. Now we're really focused on us, so we don't care if somebody don't want to talk to us, don't want to tell us we're pretty. We can tell our own selves we're pretty. We don't need nobody to tell us that. So, and when we're talking about Capricorns, people will always circle the block. And that's just for anybody. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign. People will circle the block. The key to it is you have to be either accepting of what they're coming back with or just forget about them completely. So, and I had a conversation with somebody on here a while back about this situation. Like it's kind of at a point in society in the world right now. Just go after what it is that you want. It don't make no sense to keep teetering back and forth. Oh, should I go with this person? Should I not? If you feel it, go for it. If it don't work out, at least you say you tried. So I think that that's the main thing, is that people get comfortable and they're constantly thinking that they can find better. And I'm not saying that Capricorn's perfect, but if you find something in a person, maybe they may not have that Instagram model BBL that's leaking juices, okay? They might not have that. But they may have a heart of gold. For example, I had a conversation with one of my probationers today, and he was talking about a lawyer, and he's like, yeah, I understand how that works. You know, when the lawyers are friends with the judges, they can kind of get whatever they want. And I said, yeah, I don't move that way. And he's, oh, you know, if somebody gave you money under the table, you would take it. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. And I said that with like 100% certainty because I am not about to do something that's going to come back to me later on. So just, if something goes down and you're doing what you need to do, it's coming from a place of like very sincere, like a sincere place. Not everybody is going to be doing some shady, shiesty stuff. And it's crazy that that's the norm in our society right now is, oh, this person's going to take it if they can. I'm not, because I understand how the world works and how that situation works. You're not going to be blessed if you're doing things that are wrong. I feel like I'm talking to y'all like I'm y'all my kids. But just like, you know, when I first started working my job, my supervisor at the time was a bully. And I just kept on. I stood my ground. And I told myself, I said, God, one day this lady is going to get caught for her actions. It took 2 years, but that heifer went out bad. She went out bad. And it involved giving prescriptions to people, showing D pics to people that she thought were her friends. And that's why I say you have to treat people with respect. You just have to do it. And you have to live your life ethically, even when no one's watching. So, so that's pretty much, I know I went off a tangent. I haven't even gotten to the tarot, but that's what's coming out. So I'm going to say it because I feel like there's a meaning for it and we need to talk about that. So that's pretty much it. But definitely at all times you should live your life the right way. And no one's perfect. We don't claim or try to be perfect, but you have to live your life right. If you do something that's out of your moral or ethic boundaries, then you have to man up or woman up and say, hey, that's on me. I shouldn't have did it. You know? So that's kind of how I feel. But y'all do what you want. I'm just saying that's how I feel. No problem. Yes, finesse leaking juices. Because it's like, why? Like, I literally have a stomach, fupa, stomach pudge, all of that stuff. But some of that I caused myself because, you know, them cakes and cookies, when I was younger, they ended up catching up to me. And I just keep saying, oh, I'm going to go walk and stuff, but it's too hot. I'm making excuses. So eventually I'll get there. But as of right now, I'm just trying to make sure I eat the proper foods. So anyway, let's see what this is about. So we're going to look into the awaken your inner shaman. So what does Capricorn need to know this week about awakening your inner shaman? Let's get 3 cards to start off with. We have a 4 of Pentacles in reverse. That's actually a good sign. We have a 10 of Cups in reverse. One more. And we have we have 2. A 5 of Swords. And we have the Sun. So this is about new beginnings, right? Happiness, joy, children. So out of this, we actually have earth, water, fire, and air. So we have all the elements coming out. So it could be any and everything. So based off of this, for this week, Capricorn, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are going to let go of this ideal of what you believe is a perfect relationship, perfect job, perfect life. And that's actually a good thing because it's actually showing growth. Like, a lot of you are starting something new. So you may have been a person that was constantly trying to schedule everything. Everything had to be perfect. If it didn't go right, if it didn't go the way that you planned it in your mind, then all hell broke loose because it's like it was a devastating situation. So I feel like a lot of you are telling yourself, you know what? I'm no longer going to have this fantasy and this idea. I'm letting go of what it actually looks like. And this kind of ties into what I said earlier, but I'm letting go of what it looks like to have this perfect life. Because for me, the 10 of Cups in the upright is like the perfect life, but it's a perfect life for you. In the reverse, it's like that life that you thought was perfect may not be the perfect one anymore. And then with this 5 of Swords over here off, because this one has kind of thrown me off a little bit. But this one is like, you are going to turn your back on people who are not aligned with what you got going on. And this also goes back to that card about the ascension, where you have to kind of sometimes leave people behind. Or if you do come back or let people back in your life, you're coming back as a different person. That's the only thing with Capricorns. And I think that we try to continue something to prove to ourselves that, okay, I'm over it, or I can get through this. Because just think of this. If you keep going through the cycles, and it's the similar cycles, every single time you learn something from that. So I feel like with this situation, especially if it's coming down to dating, a lot of you are going to understand that some of these men and women that you're trying to date, that you find attractive, they're out there talking to other people. Maybe before you thought like, well, I'm good, they're not going to talk to nobody. They are. And until somebody actually says to you, like, I want you to be with me, committed, you have to keep it moving. Just like with jobs, they can lie to you and say, hey, yeah, this is going to happen, but they're really not telling you the full truth. That's why you have to be very careful when people ask you to do something and you're so quick to say, oh, I'm going to do it, and not have full details. So this right here is actually a step forward, because you're saying to yourself, no longer am I going to accept the bare minimum from people. I'm not going to accept the lies from people. If they want to do that, they can do that by themselves. And I feel like there's possibly this person that has done so much to everyone around them, whether this be you or somebody else, which I'm not thinking it's you, they've done so much to the people around them and the people they've come in contact with that they're no longer, no one's messing with them. I'm about to say effing with them. No one's messing with them anymore because they literally have ran through so many different people. So how that ties in, I feel like a lot of you are connecting to what your needs are. And I feel like that's how you're going to be able to heal, is by saying, you know what, this is what triggers me, this is what I can deal with, this is what I can't deal with. So again, it's solidifying those boundaries. Definitely keep your job until you find another one. Hey, Brandon Evans. I'm trying to get vested. So after next year, I probably can move around. But, you know, it's very flexible. It's hard to find a flexible job these days. And you have to think, when you move to a new job, you have to go through the whole process again. So if you rub somebody the wrong way, you might not make the probationary period. Then you might end up, you know, in the unemployment line when you had a good setup. So you really have to think, yes, our jobs these days are getting on our nerves, but you have to ask yourself, do I want to keep with my BS here? Is it hurting my health? Like, look at those type of things. Is it hurting your health, or is it just they irritate you? Because if they irritate you, you can just still work there and get your check. But if they're like causing harm, like you see that your physical self is changing, you know, you're not yourself anymore, then you might want to decide like, okay, this ain't for me. The outlet mania, that is so good for you. As far as me, let me just tell you my experience. I have not been with my daughter's father in 8 years. Only recently have I stopped caring about whether or not he is in his child's life. Like, for real, for real. I'm not making nothing easy. Nope. I already did that for the past 8 years, so it ain't happening. So, but I probably shouldn't say too much because you be on here. But not just for that. I just don't like drama. But anyway, that's about it. But good for you. All right. Dang, for car deals, you gotta walk all like that. So for the Awaken Your Inner Shaman, y'all, you guys are literally learning from your past. And I feel like you have a new leash on life. You have a new happy foundation. And I feel like now you're unstoppable. Like, when people try to do you dirty, or, you know, try to get over on you and stuff like that, it doesn't affect you like it did before. Some of you may even act like you are rolling with it, and at the end of the day, you know in the back of your mind that they full of it. So that part of black, is it a black Superman? It is true on that, but that's when you have to really anchor down and really heal. And you have to be cautious about what you're intaking, because a lot of times it's an obsession. You know, you're wanting to fix something, you're wanting something to work, and if it's not working, you have to take that L sometimes, you know? And it's not trying to like make it to where, oh, I'm gonna be miserable for the rest of my life. But you just have to understand that you're better than that. Like, we're not here to just be obsessed and all about somebody. That's not how it works. It should be a mutual thing. And I'm not saying both of y'all should be crazy with one another. Like, every minute you got to call and text. I don't want that. I don't need that. When I was in an actual long-term relationship, I did not do all that phone checking, where you at type of thing. You do your thing, I'm gonna do mine because I live with you. So there was no need for me to feel that way. But of course, my intuition did start kicking in towards the end, and I did look through the phone and it was correct. So we all know what that is. But that's not the type of relationship I want, and no one should be in that. When I say it's mutual, both of you guys have a respect for each other, and it's a different level where you just understand each other. Like, you're not trying to force anything. It's just very natural. So that's what I feel is a good thing. All right, so we're gonna put these back. I'm gonna go ahead and move them around. So we're gonna look at the healing card. I know I said I wasn't gonna be on here long, and look at me, 30 minutes. Do I sense a commitment, marriage, kids with a new love connection? This one's general, so I don't think anything really has come out with that, but I did see something about kids. Absolutely, Chanel. I think that's your name. Something about pregnancies, possibly. So, who knows? It took a long time. Like, I used to always be such a giver, y'all. Like, I literally would do whatever. And to this day, like now, I have some situations where I revert back to that, but not in the way that I used to. Like now I kind of can process it and be like, okay, you're doing too much. So literally I leave people alone. If you are going to chase me in the beginning and then when I start liking you, then you start acting funny, that's something I can get down with. I can't get down with it. Because it's real out here. People really do stuff like that. They will harass you to talk to them and, oh, you know, hey girl, you fine and this and this. Then when you start talking to them, they start dogging you out. The text messages stop. Like that's annoying now. And I think it's wisdom with age. You just start realizing like that's not what I want. In the beginning when I was younger, I thought it was cute. That ain't cute. It's annoying. So hey Janira. All right, so let's go ahead and look at healing. I'm on my soapbox today, it seems. Maybe because I'm hungry and so I'm starving myself. So that's probably why y'all getting a good message. But let's go ahead and look at the healing card. So why is the healing card here for Capricorn for this week? Ooh. Y'all. This is crazy. This is wild. It came out in the upright on this one. And I said with this card, the healing card, that you're holding on to something, right? That's what the Four of Pentacles is that you're holding on to something. So let's see what this is about. That's crazy. It's wild today, ain't it? We have a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't like that one. Let me get one more. Wow, we have the Tower. Okay. So this week, Capricorn, I feel like a lot of you could be going through a situation where you may have held on to something for so long and it's caused you to kind of devalue yourself or feel like you're not good enough in a certain area, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone that doesn't know their true value. And this is Capricorn energy. So, and I'm going to probably pull some more on this, but you're healing from something. So this could actually be a breakup as well, because maybe you were holding on or being loyal to a certain person and you realized something about them, that you just wasted your time, energy, and that you could have actually been giving that to somebody that actually cared. And that kind of goes along with what we're just talking about. But this Tower here is like something that was shocking, something that you were not expecting. So unexpected situation. I'm going to pull some more on that one. Some of you could also feel like you're not financially ready for something. Again, this could have something to do with a pregnancy. And I feel like there's also a masculine, because this Four of Pentacles is a man. So there could be a masculine that's holding on to different individuals who are able to do something for them. But it's kind of like they have narrowed it down. So they're holding on to people who do different things for them. And that kind of goes along with that Five of Swords, you know, people taking advantage. So I feel like this person may be holding you closer to their heart, but they do have other people around. So like I said, some of you may actually realize this and you're wondering, this could be that imposter syndrome where you're wondering like, well, why wasn't I good enough? I'm stable. So this whole situation that's abrupt and just happening out of nowhere is going to make you guys feel like, you're not good enough. You're going to be like, well, why didn't I see that? And, you know, why did I just waste my time with this? Why? So there's a lot of whys and questioning yourself because of this situation. Let's see what this is about. Why is the Tower here? What is this about? Hey, is it Char? Yes. It's crazy, right? Is a black Superman? It's absolutely crazy when people do that. It's kind of like they know, and that goes back to what I was saying, that if you have a connection and you feel close to somebody, why not just see where it goes? Why play that person and keep thinking, oh, I can find better, there's somebody better? Sometimes that's not the case. Maybe that person is better and you keep playing with them. They may not be there all the time. We have the Hermit in reverse. So yeah, this is somebody else that's not healed. So this person teeters back and forth between, okay, I'm going to work on myself, and then the next thing they're doing the same thing that they said they were going to work on, right? So this is somebody that's not fully healed. They have no wisdom about their future. They don't care about their future. So I feel like maybe you might have gotten involved with somebody like that. For some of you, this person's drained you financially. For others, they just devalued you, and they continue to devalue on. But let's see what else. Why is this Tower moment here? Why is the Tower card? Because that's giving me like shocking. 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is not leaving away from something, your emotions. Wow. So this could be that somebody is contemplating staying where they're at. So this could be for anything. It could be staying in, like I said, a job where your health is being affected. This could, it's really giving me the vibe though that somebody's going to stay in a troubling situation, even though they know they need to work on it and move on from it. Like the solitude, like somebody cannot be by themselves. So that's why they choose to stay, but it's an unhealthy environment. Wow. So someone could be breaking up with the Capricorn this week, and they were holding on to hope. Or there could be something that you find out this week, Capricorn, that you were holding on like, well, maybe this isn't true, or maybe you didn't want to believe it, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, 3 of Wands. So this is about somebody planning. This bald head is funny. I don't know why that's funny to me. It's like real bald. It looks like one of those fake caps. This could also be that someone's no longer staying with someone for financial reasons. So maybe they're going to follow their heart, because we do have this 8 of Cups. So maybe they're staying with someone not because they love them, but because of what they can provide to them. That could be their ego. But I do see someone trying to make plans. So someone is trying to figure things out, make a decision about something. Let me get one more. Wow. Dang, you said forever. Okay, one more for this situation for healing. Why is healing here for Capricorn? Now I don't even want to eat the chicken. Why is healing here for Capricorn? Oh, okay. So we have the Death. So this is basically an end of an era for you, Capricorn. It's an end of a connection, a relationship, a mindset. So you guys are focused on healing yourself and getting back to that Queen of Pentacles that you know that you can be. And again, just like I was raised in the hood. I know I don't sound like it, and I know I don't, yeah, I don't sound like it. People think I'm not who I am. But I'm never going to forget where I came from. That's like number one. I'm never going to forget where I came from. And it's nothing wrong with you holding on to that, because that's what's catapulted you and made you a better person, right? So there's nothing wrong with the past, the memories and stuff like that, but you have to sometimes utilize that in order to move forward. So I do see, and this could actually be during Scorpio season, but I do see that a lot of you are going to be ending some type of process. And I really think it's a mental state, something that you've been thinking, and it's going to actually help you. So if some of you are thinking about relationships, you're going to stop being so into somebody without them giving you something in return, you know? And that's actually a positive, because that's how you bring in new connections, the ones that you actually want, by not giving into these broken relationships and situations. So this is actually a positive thing. Because I feel like somebody is not really, they're weighing their options. If I'm going to keep it real, Capricorn. Somebody's weighing their options when it comes to you. Hold on. Hey, Dana Kelly. And thank you. Sorry, I didn't know if that person was being funny or not, but yeah. We have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, you guys are not wanting to work on this. And we have the Devil in reverse. So a lot of you are trying to keep yourself from investing too much and going deep into it. So again, it goes back to that obsession, you know, making sure that you're not becoming obsessed with certain people, situations, and really just living in the moment and living life the way it is. And I love that. So let me go ahead and try to do these, and we'll do the last one. Y'all, I don't even want that chicken no more. I really hate wasting food. Like, I really do. I just don't want to eat it no more. Because I had my heart set on, like, tacos. I was going to use those little, the fake meat, the plant meat. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan anymore, or trying to be. I have incorporated meat, but I still eat, you know, those type of meals still, because I got used to it. All right. Yes, no contact actually does work, and it's not meant to be a punishment. And I feel like some people use that as a punishment, like, oh, well, you didn't want to do what I wanted you to do, so now I'm not going to talk to you. But for those who really didn't want the no contact, it's actually a good thing, because you get to actually realize over time that that person was not what you needed or who you wanted to be with in the first place. Maybe there was some type of trauma bond or something that you were attracted to in that person, but after not talking to them, you're able to process things and really be like, damn, I really let this bum come in my life like that. So that's how I look at it. All right, so we are going to look at the ascension tension. So again, this is about moving forward, not looking back and having distractions, growth, and healing. And there could also be a situation where it's going to test you, Capricorn, and you're going to be like, damn, the old me would have did this. Because I actually have told people that, like, the old me would have cussed your ass out. But the new me just looks at you like you stupid, and you figure out why you're not worth me talking to you. I do that all the time. All right. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. All right. So why is ascension tension here for Capricorn? Oops. I can't even pick it up. So we have an Eight of Wands in reverse. So that's about slowing down, not rushing something. We have Three of Wands, a lot of fire energy. And that actually makes sense with this, because I've never done, have I done it? Actually, I think I have done rock climbing, but that's when I was much younger and fit. So basically, this does require ambition and tenacity to complete. And the accomplishment is, okay, I worked my way up here, and I had to actually strategize and figure out, okay, what should be the next move. So I feel like that's what's happening with you guys. Like, you're slowing down a little bit, not making hasty decisions this week, and really trying to figure out, okay, what is the best outcome? What is the best, not the outcome, but what is the best option and path for myself? What else does Capricorn need to know? The Devil in reverse came out again. So I feel like this is like you guys trying to avoid being fixated on whatever you're trying to accomplish. And again, that goes back. It doesn't have to be just with relationships or a connection. It could just be with yourself. There's been times when I've literally could not do something else until I figured out something. So I could be watching, let me see. I could be doing a math problem, right? Math is like my worst area. But I was doing a math problem and I wasn't going to stop until I actually got a question right, even if it took me like until 3 a.m. in the morning. That's a true story. So sometimes it's okay to take a step back and be like, you know what? It ain't working today. I'm not going to rack my brain around it. Let me put it on pause right now and I'll come back to it later. So that's kind of what I see you guys doing this week. Maybe you get overwhelmed by something and you have to kind of rein it back in. Like, look, let me slow down. Let me make a plan for it. And let me, try to get out of this situation without overthinking it. So that could also be somebody else too thinking towards you. Maybe they want to get out of a situation. They have to slow their brain down and ask themselves, like, what do they really want? Because sometimes people chase the wrong things and they don't know it's wrong until they're deep in it. Oh yes, finesse. I do that a little bit myself. Dwayne Davenport. Cause I don't want it no more. Maybe I'll save it because she gonna eat it. She can eat it another day. I think I might do that. What else does Capricorn need to know about this ascension tension? And it's really not real chicken. Let me not lie to y'all. It's the impossible chicken. And it actually tastes good. I just didn't have a taste for it. I wanted tacos. Oh, we got 4 of Wands here. So this is about commitment. This is giving me commitment and progress. So a lot of you are really, and this is another wand energy. So it's going from the 8 of Wands in reverse, like slowing things down. Then you have a 3 of Wands. Okay, let me think about it. The Devil in reverse, like, let me try not to get so engulfed in this. Like, this should not be my main focus. So, for example, for me, not saying I don't ever want a relationship, but that's kind of on the back burner. I want to focus on me. I've always given my all to everyone around me, and now it's time for me to focus on me. So I'm not going to sit here and be stuck on, oh, no one likes me, I'm not in a relationship, and oh, forget y'all. I'm going to be happy for other people because that's their life, that's in their situation, and I'm going to continue to do what I need to do. And I feel like if you guys stop forcing things or, over analyzing, then things will actually freely move for you and the path will open. So I really feel like a lot of you are wanting to experience this commitment, and not necessarily just relationships, but just with everything, like your friends, your employers, employees. Like, you just want people to realize that you're an asset and that you're somebody that needs to be around. Does Taco Bell use the soy? Yes, that's the best way to do that, finesse. All right, let me get one more and then we'll be finished. This one was actually pretty good. It didn't feel like all over the place. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know about this ascension tension? One more card. Or actually, let's see what this... Why is the 4 of Wands here? Let's look at that. Why is the 4 of Wands here for Capricorn? Wow. Okay, this is a clear message here. So we've already gotten this in the reverse, right? So this is here, Capricorn. You have the 4 of Wands and you have the 8 of Cups in the upright. So this is saying that you guys have given all you can give to a situation and you're going to move on. This could definitely be a relationship. So maybe some of you were in situationships where you were constantly giving to somebody, like you were filling their cups up, you were making them feel good about themselves, but you started realizing over time, like, hey, this person not doing the same thing for me. So sometimes you have to walk away from how you feel so that way you can get to something that will make you will understand it and feel it for real. Because this right here is like, you know what, there has to be better out here. So this could be you seeking another job. And it's basically all the emotions that you've put into something, like it's never panning out for you. So you're like, you know what, I'm not going to keep putting forth this effort and this energy and this passion towards this. I'm going to keep it moving. So I feel like if you guys actually come to that concept of knowing there's better out there, then you guys are going to be able to experience this joy and happiness, and people are going to actually be able to enjoy with you. So that's what the Eight of Cups is clarifying, that Four of Wands. Like, I have to be able to move on from something in order to find better. And that's the hardest thing that you can possibly do, because a lot of us get stuck in that cycle of, this is what I know, I'm used to it. And that's kind of like what I was saying earlier about like the jobs. I'm not telling you guys to sit there and not explore your options. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you to do is, we're in a different time frame. Retirement, because I have family members that are retiring, it's different than what you think it is. It's not like, oh, I'm retiring and I'm gonna have all this money. You have to plan that out, because you're no longer gonna have income. So maybe you guys should start looking at how people's 401k packages are, their benefits, because with my job, if we retire from that job, we will continue to get health benefits for free. And that's hard to find, and they'll match you 200%. Like, no other place is doing that. So you really have to sit down and think, okay, yes, it's a lot of work right now, but can I deal with this for the rest of my life? And sometimes we can't. So at this point, I don't know if I can, but for right now, I'm there. So that's really what I want you, that's what I really want you guys, Hold on. Somebody trying to scam y'all. Let's see. Yes, the retirement is matched 200%. And that's something you're not going to find anywhere, at least from my perspective. Who did you say that? So repeating cycle. So here's the thing about repeating cycles. If something is repeating, that means that you haven't fully tackled what it is that you need to heal. I was like that too. I kept saying, well, this keeps coming out. This is always the same. It's because something needs to change. And there's different perspectives of looking at it. You can be like, okay, well, I know I need to change, but maybe if I just keep doing this, it's going to work. That's the mindset I think that a lot of Capricorns, and maybe not just Capricorns, but people in general have, that, oh, I'm just going to keep, trying it out, and maybe it'll change eventually. We have to get out of that mindset. If something's not working, it's okay to say, look, it ain't working. Let me explore my options. Let me see what else is out there. Let me see what else I can do to make myself feel better. So you working on yourself and healing and helping yourself is not hurtful to anybody. You're actually looking out for you. So sometimes you have to look out for yourself. Oops. Damn, I almost added that person as a moderator. Hey, Divine Sunshine. So, but yeah, if y'all want new, you gotta walk away from the things that you thought that you loved and that you cared for, that you've been putting in, because this is giving me years. So this could be years of worth of emotions that you were giving to a person or a situation, and you're seeing that your cup was never filled. So you were giving but not receiving. So I feel like if you guys notice that sooner than later, then you are going to be able to get to a point where you have this victory and this happiness and this like stability in your life, a commitment. But you have to leave these things behind. You have to actually stop and ask yourself, like, okay, this is reminding me of something in the past. Let me give it a little bit more time. And if this doesn't happen by this time, then I'm done. I think we just give too much to people. Unfortunately, that's just, I know I'm giving the tea away, but that's something Capricorns do all the time, because we genuinely do care about people. And some people sense that and they try to take what they can get. So that's pretty much it, y'all. So this week is all about healing and continuing on your path of happiness. Whether you're single or not single. Even in relationships, don't make that relationship your whole life. Like, you can do things on your own. You don't have to check in. Like, that to me, and it is technically abuse. Like, they don't need to check in every time, or you should be able to go hang out with your friends. The insecurity that comes from some of these people that you date, like, that's a red flag. And people get unalived for stuff like that because some people just don't know how to let people be themselves. So if you have somebody that goes out and, you know, on occasion with their homeboys, you have to be secure enough to know, like, okay, they're not going to do this to me. And if they do, then they're not the right one. So it's about cutting and severing those ties, the soul ties probably too, but severing those ties when it's starting to make you, deteriorate you, basically, and change you in a negative way. So, yep. I'm no longer going to be that person that's going to go out of my way to try to heal people and tell them, like, oh, what's going on? You can talk. I don't care anymore. Like, and when I say I don't care, of course, I don't want nobody to get hurt. But I have my own life, own situations. I can't sit here and parent adults. Like, adults should already know what they need to do. So, oh yeah, Black Superman, that happens. But once you get to this strength right here where you're finally at a point where you just don't care, it will actually be so empowering. It's more empowering than anything. So, well, that's the message, y'all. What was that? Hangman. Ooh, I just got tired. Ace of Swords. Yeah. So this is literally feeling like somebody's going to take action to come speak to you. Even if they're going to say something like, look, and that's going to be a good thing on their end. Don't ever string anyone along, Capricorn or anybody else watching this. That's the most hurtful thing you can possibly do to somebody other than unaliving them. If you don't see things going somewhere, just let the person know. Don't string people along. So I do feel like there's a possibility somebody is going to come towards you. Could be fire energy, and they're going to make their mark because they're stuck in a situation or they're stuck with these emotions. So just speak your mind. That helps everybody. He said the not so good Homo sapiens. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot out here. And there's some people that are comfortable with how they act. Like, they don't want to change. They're not going to change. You can't change them. So it's wild for sure. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. So I will catch you guys later. I stayed on a lot longer than I said, but you know, I can't rush the message. So anyways, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you guys later.